Hey Gemini, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader and your host, Brandy, and here we are. All right, guys, we're counting down to the super blue moon. It's going down. All right. Now, guys, I was a little bit under the weather, but I'm back now, right? And while I was down, I had some time to do some thinking. So what did I think? I thought that I would come up with a new spread. This spread is called Where Do You Stand? It is a 7-card spread. And I also decided to change the way that I read, right? I don't know. I was on the train on my way to Manhattan and it hit me. We need 2-in-1 readings. People don't always have 30 minutes, an hour to spend, right? So what we need to do is I'm going to do the 7 positions of this spread. Where do you stand? You will actually, in this spread, you will actually find out exactly how your lover is viewing you. You will get some advice and you will get the best case scenario. So this spread is really, really good in that way. Very insightful, right? And then after I'm done with those 7 cards or those 7 positions, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 of the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay? Then after that, I'm going to do an extended version of the reading. Same video. You don't have to go anywhere. So if you have the time to stick around, go ahead and stick around. If you don't, the reading will be concluded at that point after the 3 Doreen Virtue cards. Okay, the Romance Angel cards. And then we're going to get into the extension. After the extension and we get real deep down into it, we're going to go ahead and pull 3 Spirit Message cards by John Holland. All right. So let's get right into it. Gemini, we're going to see exactly where do you stand. I love this. All right. So the first card that flips out is the Hierophant. Okay. This is how your lover is seeing you. Lately in this particular reading, the Hierophant has begun to mean something different to me. Okay. You know, the Hierophant can also mean, besides marriage, it also talks about establishments, you know, like, how do you say, like, the establishments of the society. It could mean church. It could mean government. It could mean any type of established hierarchy systems that we have in place in society. But in this particular reading, the Hierophant has begun to mean a good understanding, okay? A good understanding. It talks about society. It talks about a good understanding. And that has been coming out in these readings. That particular aspect of the Hierophant has been showing up. So, yeah, I think that, guys, stay tuned because by the summer, I really do feel like the way I read and my reading setups, I'm going to have narrowed down exactly how to get to the nitty gritty. I'm going to have narrowed that down. Like, it's a journey for me, just like it's a journey for you, right? And sometimes I could go a little bit deeper and I don't. And I'm trying to find a controlled way and a very understandable way to go deeper without getting cryptic and getting you guys lost. Let's move on to the second position and the actions needed. Okay, these are the actions needed in this situation to bring out that best case scenario. Okay, 2 of Wands flipped out, okay, with the World in his hands, all right? This card talks about choices, all right? One thing I probably didn't say with this is Gemini, you can be involved with a Taurus. This is a card also of Taurus. I don't really like to do the signs, but I play the game. Everybody likes it, so what, right? You know who you're talking to. You know their energy. So we have the 2 of Wands. It's about making choices, okay? This guy has the world in his hands. He's standing there and he's choosing, all right? So you guys will be making some decisions, and I feel like it is in reference to love. It is in reference to passion, okay? Then we have, I have a bunch of cards that tried to actually flip out. We're going to give them a chance to come out again. Don't worry. My cards are consistent. If they want to say something, they're going to say it. Third position. The variable. And it's funny, right? Because generally when I talk about the Two of Wands, I don't necessarily talk about the passion, but passion is in the wands. Wands is always in reference to passion, that kind of like tenacity, that get up and go, that gumption. The wands always bring a spark of passion when they're involved, right? Especially the Ace of Wands. It's like a spark, a passion, an energy that's kind of given. And because it is being, given by a hand from the clouds, it is almost, it is genuinely divine, the spark, right? So the variable, what you can't control. I feel like you guys may be actually getting some type of, if this is new love, the spark is almost overwhelming. You feel it deeply. You're like, oh my gosh. And I feel like you guys are kind of saying like this person could be the one, or this spark is so magnetic, okay, that maybe it's just a lot, okay? This could also talk about maybe you're worried about the spark. Maybe you're worried about the spark. Maybe you're worried that it's too good to be true. I'm not exactly sure. Or if you do choose, if you make your choice, you have to choose. We'll go into the fourth position. One card just flipped out. I'll get to that in a second. But maybe if you do choose, you are going either toward passion, or maybe you think you're going to lose some type of passion in your choice. It's not exactly clear just yet. Now, let me tell you something about the fourth position. The fourth position is amazing because I've seen this position really talk straight, okay? This is your level of performance in this relationship or your current position. And this is like not just asking how are you being viewed. This is asking, kind of spirit, universe, as well as how you're being viewed. The energy of this situation and you and your vibration in this situation. And V is for vibration. V is for victory. Okay, we do have the Five of Swords. Okay, victory. Now, guys, be careful, right? Because sometimes with the passion, and if you don't know, ask a fire sign, okay? If you don't know. It could get a little carried away, all right? And this V for victory, or this V for 5, Roman numeral 5, excuse me, also talks about a victory at times, but at what cost? At what cost, right? It's sometimes you're winning, but how did you win, right? It can also talk about that. So, right now you're victorious. I do not feel like there is any, I don't feel like there is much negative energy attached or any negative energy attached to this card at this time. All right? But be careful because this card talks of a victory, but it with all this passion, all these wands, and then this victory, and then the Hierophant, I would say something is leading me to say, let's not get beside ourselves and let's keep operating in our highest vibration because that's how we got here to this position. Okay. Now, another card just flipped out for the fifth position, change or improve. Okay. I feel like now I'm starting to feel like maybe some of you had a battle in your relationship and you won. Like maybe someone was trying to catch the eye of your mate, or maybe someone was trying to catch your eye and your mate won. Okay? Because this is a victory, you can be seen as the victory or you could be seen as victorious, right? Level of performance, right? So I do feel like you guys have history. Obviously, you probably haven't been dating a day, but what I mean is this is a very long-term relationship, okay? Or this can also represent a soulmate, someone from a past life coming into your life. And it can just simply represent an offer, all right? I feel like you guys have the answers that you need. The high priestess is here. It speaks of intuition. It could also speak of a Pisces or a Libra. All right. It also speaks of tenacity. And I think before we spoke of tenacity when we spoke of the Ace of Wands. And that also makes me feel like, yeah, guys, be careful. Don't get too full of yourself. All right. I've not really known too many Geminis to do that. But just take it easy, okay? And then we have the Ten of Swords. All right. Now, this is change or improve. Now, tens represent endings, right? Completions. Not endings, but completions. So this is a Ten of Swords. I feel like maybe you're going back and forth in your head about this, or maybe there has been some history with you guys, and maybe you felt betrayed in the past. Okay? I do feel like that is changing. I do feel like that is improving that aspect of your relationship. So it's really nothing. Like I always say, it is a sword. So that means it's about thought. It's about, things of that nature, idea. So that can be changed. That could be changed. So if that is starting to fall away, allow it to, because it's only going to open you up to allow more love in. Now, we're moving on to the 6th position. We've just gone into the 5th position. Let's move on to the 6th position. The 6th position has presented us so far. I'm going to show the cards in a second, but let me just finish getting them. The 6th position is why this is happening in your relationship. What is going on in your relationship? What is the cause of all of this? Well, the King of Cups has shown up. The King of Cups is a mature man who is in control of his emotions, and he is able to share them in a controlled and in an open, giving way. Okay. Then we also have the 8 of Pentacles, which speaks of working hard. All right. Tenacity once again, but in Pentacles. All right. That gumption, I get up and go. And we also have Temperance. All right. So our Temperance card can represent a Sagittarius, and the King of Cups. Let me get them all for you guys. All right. The Temperance card, the 8 of Pentacles, or the 8 of Coins, however you want to say it, and the King of Cups. The King of Cups obviously represents a water sign, and the Temperance card can represent a Sagittarius. There can also be some earth involved here. There can also be an earth sign involved. So obviously, guys, you have been... I'm going to pull one more card. Spirit is telling me to pull one more card, okay? Obviously, guys, you have been trying to create this balance or finding this balance in your relationship. You have been working hard, okay? You have been working hard, and you've been open and honest with your feelings. And I feel like also, too, you've tried to have some control over the way you feel, not in a negative way, but you've been responsibly sharing your emotions, and that's wonderful. Okay, I'm glad that I actually did pull a couple more cards because Spirit was telling me to pull more cards. And what came out? The 7 of Pentacles. Going over everything, kind of looking through your inventory, trying to really figure out what it is that you want to do. What else came in? Some of you may make the decision to walk away from this offer, to walk away from this situation. All right? I'm not here to say yes or no. That's not what I'm here for. I'm simply saying that that's part of it, okay? And then some of you, why this is happening, a wish fulfilled. As simple as that. You may have wished, hoped, and dreamed for this. And that's okay. And you are victorious. Let me go ahead and pull those 3. Doreen Virtue. Romance Angel cards, okay? Guys, make your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Come visit me at thejourneyofself.org. Okay, that is my website where you can book your private readings, your personal readings, okay, as well as join the journaling project. You can also email me at the Journey of Self email at gmail.com, where you can actually send me things to share on my blog. Don't worry, I will share them, okay? I'm interested. I'm very inspired by you guys, and obviously I know that you guys are inspired by me. That's why you subscribe. I love you and thank you for that. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. There are days that I'm not feeling the greatest. I look on my comments and I see all the love that you guys are sharing and sending me, and I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away. Seriously. And that's okay. That's all right. Okay, guys. So instead of pulling 3 cards, I have 5 cards here. All right. So let's just get to them. For some of you, there will be a reconciliation. Okay. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Hence the 6 of Cups. Hence the 6 of Cups. Someone from the past life relationships history. Okay. Excuse me. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This card flipped out for you. Okay. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Once again, like I said before, you know if this is for you. You already have the high priestess. You'll know. The answers when the high priestess appears, the answers that you seek are already within. I love when the high priestess appears because it lets you know you got this. All right, guys. So make the effort. All right. Then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. All right. Also, too, you know, there may be children involved and things of that nature. When I see that card, sometimes I feel like you guys may be unhappy, but you're staying for the kids. You're staying for the kids. I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this. General things, right? What everybody says. Be careful who you bring around your kids, of course, right? But when you're happy, everything in your life benefits. When you have that spark, that get up and go, that gumption, that tenacity, everyone around you can feel it and they can sense it. That goes for kids, adults, everybody. That happiness, they can feel that too. So if you do have kids and maybe you're dealing with something not so pleasant, you guys should definitely, if you have an opportunity to move into a happier life, take that opportunity. Okay? Codependency is one of the cards that also popped up. And it's funny that this card would pop up because when I think of codependency, the devil usually shows up. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, when we think of codependency, the devil is usually present. Codependency, drug addictions, things of that nature, or any type of addictive behavior. It could be anything that doesn't serve for your highest good that you just can't get away from, right? But codependency. And this is what I was kind of alluding to before. My intuition was telling me that maybe some of you have kids and you're in a bad relationship, but you're staying. And the fact of the matter is that if you're in a toxic situation, which is what codependency is, if you're in a toxic situation, no one's benefiting, not you and not the people around you. It's basically putting a damper on that light that shines inside. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to clarify. That has been the reading for those who have to run. And let me tell you guys, I do respect your time, and I am very honored that you would even share a moment of your time with me. I understand that, and I'm very honored. And this is the reason that I'm doing these videos, to let you know that I do honor your time. And it's okay if you can't stay very long. I get it. So those who have to run can go. They have their message and they can go. Those who want to stick around for a little bit more of the tea, stick around. Feel free to sip. Okay? Let's go. Now, we're going to clarify, starting right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. The Hierophant. Let's clarify. For some of you, before it even comes out, I will let you know. This can be, I already feel it in my bones. It could be a soulmate connection for some of you. Okay? It could be a soulmate connection. Also too, let's see. I feel like when you guys make the decision, it's going to happen fast. It's going to happen fast. Also too, some of you are going to speak your truth and the relationship is going to dissolve fast. Why do I say that? Because the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy and can sometimes be reckless because he is not as mature as, say, the King or the Queen of Swords. But he moves fast. And within truth, though, sometimes that truth can be harsh. And that's the reckless portion of the Knight of Swords because he's going to speak the truth no matter what. And he's going to do it fast and he's going to do it directly. Okay? So I would say just in terms of that, just go ahead and be a little gentle if you have to give someone their walking papers or if you found love somewhere else. All right. The Two of Wands and the Two of Swords is clarifying the Hierophant, right? So whenever the decision is made, finally, it is going to happen swiftly, I do believe. And the High Priestess is here, letting me know that you guys know directly exactly who I'm talking to because you know what's going on in your life. And you're like, yep, that's me. All right. Now let's clarify the Two of Wands. I mean, it's not like the Two of Wands can come out or the Two of Swords can come out, right? It's already out. Told you. Told you. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Page of Swords is clarifying Two of Wands. Speak your truth no matter how unpleasant or no matter how scary it might be. Speak your truth. The truth will set you free. It will set you free. I saw another reading. I can't remember exactly whose reading it was, but it was like they had to make the same type of decision. And the Fool came out in their reading. So it was very obvious that they were going to make this decision and their new life was going to start. Regardless of the way they made the decision. And I was just super happy. I've been catapulted by the endings. How can I say this? Death is a great example. The Death card, right? Great example. It's not present, but I'm just saying. The Death card speaks of an ending and then a new beginning, right? Judgment speaks of making a choice and then a new beginning. Great beginnings are usually, I got this offline, by the way. Great beginnings are usually, oh gosh, how do you say? They're usually hidden by painful or horrible endings, right? They're usually disguised is the word I was looking for. They're usually disguised by painful or hard endings, beautiful beginnings, okay? Still clarifying the Two of Wands. The Six of Pentacles has popped out. I feel like you will know who to choose by their benevolence. Does that make sense? You'll know who to choose by the way they treat you, by how open and honest they are, by how giving they are. That's how you'll know. All right. Another card has popped up. Queen of Cups. Okay. For whoever has this water energy in your life, like think about the King of Cups. Like think about what I said. The King of Cups is a mature man who is open and honest with his feelings. And he is giving with his emotions. He is loving. Okay. Think about the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the guy. He's like the one that's going to wine you and dine you. Like he's that guy, right? The King of Cups is like his dad. He taught him everything he knew. Okay. But he's more of a mature man. So this is clarifying. This is still clarifying the two of Wands, right? So the Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Swords. So you will know who or what decision you have to make by its giving to you, its benevolence, its fruitfulness, the emotions, the warmth, as well as the truth. It will resonate with you in your spirit because the High Priestess is here and has been here, has appeared twice. You'll know, and you do know. Okay? Now, let's clarify the third position, the Ace of Wands. Why did the Ace of Wands pop up under what you can't control or the variable, right? Let's see. In a second, guys, like right now, I'm gonna fix my cards. My cards are going in two different directions. Some of them are turned around in the deck, and some of them are facing me. And that's the reason that I'm having a hard time shuffling, because they're already kind of like bent in a certain way from me shuffling so much. I gotta change them around. I apologize, but when that happens, it's just a mess. Excuse me. Like I said, I've been under the weather, so I'm still a little congested. And as I said, it affected, well, I didn't say this, but I said in another video, it actually affected my breathing. So I'm still getting the wind back into me. I'm still getting back on my feet. All right, here we go. Now everything is upright. Okay. For the clarification, my cards are in reverse and all of that. And if they come out in reverse to clarify, I let them rock. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles flipped out for the Ace of Wands. There can also be an earth side involved. I think I said this earlier for some of you. That is crazy, okay? What you can't control, the variable, and the Nine of Pentacles popped out. There could be a earth sign in your life, believe it or not, that is maybe, this is going to sound weird, but maybe this person is full of himself, okay? And you're just not getting through to this person. And maybe that's something you might have to cut off, okay? And then it's so funny because the Nine of Pentacles is about abundant, feeling confident in you and yourself. And then I see it here in the reverse to clarify the Ace of Wands. And that's the thing. I feel like, and that's the thing. There's a relationship maybe that you're in or that you're choosing between, but one of them doesn't have the passion. One of them does not make you feel abundant nor confident. And that could be the issue with the codependency. You may just know this person, and it's like I always say this, but I need you guys to understand it when I say it. It's like the devil you know. And people always say, oh, why, I already know this person, or, I already know this situation, how this is going to play out. I'd rather stay here because I'm comfortable in knowing, even if it's not the most pleasant knowledge or the most pleasant outcome. You're okay with it as long as you know. Okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles has popped out again. Okay? Maybe you have history with this person, and maybe at one point they left you out in the cold. But the Magician has also popped out. So let me tell you something. Okay? The Nine of Pentacles may have popped out, right? In reverse. But the Magician has popped out. And let's think about the Magician. The Magician has all the tools and all the things that he needs to do and manifest whatever he'd like. Okay? There's all the greenery and all of that. When we think about the original Rider-Waite Tarot of the Magician, we have all the greenery and the flowers behind him. So you know that he is fruitful. And he has every tool on the table from the entire arcana. Okay? And not only that, he has the infinity sign above his head because he knows. That's why the High Priestess is here twice. So let me tell you, whoever or whatever makes you feel unabundant, let me tell you, you are abundant and you have all the tools. The Spirit is saying that. It's very clear. It's extremely clear. Okay? Then we're going to clarify the Five of Swords. I'm doing that as we speak. I already have one card that came out, and it is the Four of Wands in reverse. So some of you are going to be victorious in a situation because you don't choose to stay, because you don't choose to marry the devil you know. Okay? Now, I don't want to start calling signs, right? Because this is something that I think that this is the reason why I don't like to call signs. I'm a little reluctant to call signs. There's a reason. Because we can at any time take on the energy, like the magician does, of any of the four elements. Okay? At any time, we can start taking in some of that energy. So just because a person appears in their current position as something, it doesn't mean that that's exactly who they are. So I'm very reluctant to call signs, but I feel like you'll know by the scenario. The scenario is what's going to give it away. Okay. And here we go. Four Wands have clarified the Five of Swords. All right. Let's see what else we can learn. Clarified by the Five of Wands. All right. There is a particular moment when I read the tarot and I'm doing this particular section where I like to put my cards back into the deck because maybe I pulled so many, and depending on how many cards I already have out for a particular section, I like to put them back and start all over with a full deck to clarify further. Okay? So I feel like a lot of you are going to get victory in walking away from maybe a codependency situation or a toxic situation where you have a history with this person and maybe it hasn't been so pleasant. Okay? I feel like, yes, there may be situations where there are kids involved, but don't worry. You being happy will make you a better parent. Okay? Now, we're going to move on to the fifth section. Which is the change or improve section. Okay? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Oops. Listen, my cards don't be lying. They be telling the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And if you ask them long enough, they're going to tell you maybe more truth than you really want to hear. I'm just saying. And they're sarcastic on top of it all. But they should be. They're my cards. Six of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Swords. So now we know why the Six of Swords popped out with the Ten of Swords. Just in case you didn't know who it was, now you can be very sure who it is. The person with the history with you. That may be the one that might be, in a way, blocking you. And now it's becoming extremely clear that there can be a duality here where, I say duality, but it's not a duality in this case. There's just two. There could be a situation here where, yeah, it is the new passion, right? Ace of Wands being new, right? Being that spark, something starting. Ace, one, right? Ace of Wands, can be that new passion that is starting, that is going to change your life. Right? So, why is the High Priestess here? Let's clarify the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Woo. See? Yeah. Yep. The devil showed up. Because you know. You may actually, for some of us, we have maybe have had businesses with this person. Maybe that didn't go well. Maybe it was like a money issue or some type of working together issue. Or it could just be money in general. That's an issue. Okay? And then, yeah, it's funny. The devil you know. That's why when the Six of Cups pops out, Some people love to see that card pop out. I'm always reluctant because if you've already broken up with this person, there was a reason. And if it wasn't geography, incarceration, or sickness, right, then it probably wasn't a pleasant reason. And because people are creatures of habit, until they are conscious of the habits and want to actually change them, because it's easier for us to be creatures of habit. These cycles don't really change sometimes, and especially too because people can be triggers for one another. So a person could be great in a relationship with somebody else, and then when they get with you, they fall right back into the cycle that you had with them before because of the same thing that the Six of Cups represents: nostalgia, knowing from the past, history, right? Things of that nature. So that's why I'm always a little reluctant to see that card come out, simply because I know that it's hard to get past history once it's already happened. You can't unknow what you already know, no matter how much you may try and ignore it. High Priestess, knowing, you know. Okay, so let's move on, right? Wait, should we even? Why is the Six of Cups here, right? Because it came out in for clarification, but it was already present. So because we never asked it directly, let's ask why the Six of Cups is here, and maybe we'll get even deeper. Okay? I don't know. Something is telling me that maybe this water energy from whomever this may be could be an older man, maybe older than you, or more mature emotionally than you. Or you could be this more mature emotionally person, older person than the person that you're dealing with. Well, I guess we got our answer. The Fool has appeared to clarify the Six of Cups. A couple of things can happen here. It's going to be a lot of work, though. One of them is going to be a lot of work. And that makes it very, that changes things, because now we see these two together. I feel like they mean more. If you guys do decide to take on this old relationship with the history, see how the Fool has his bags. You're going to be the Fool, but you're going to have to drop them bags. Drop the bags. You're going to have to drop those bags. As Erykah Badu say, you know, bag lady, why you got all that stuff? You can't, when they see you coming, they take off running. Bag lady, you're going to hurt your back carrying all those bags like that. I guess, she says, I guess no one has ever told you how you must hold on to issues. It's true. Oh, yes, it's true. Still trying to clarify. This is why I put the cards back in, too, because I like it when they come out. I like it when they're sarcastic. I'm trying to clarify the Six of Cups. The Fool has come out, and now the the High Priestess has come out again for the third time. You know what you know what you gotta do, guys. You know it. You know exactly what you gotta do. Let's see if we can get one more clarification card up. We got a couple of things coming out. Yep. The Justice card has come out. The Nine of Cups has come out again for the second time. Nine of Cups. Okay. The Chariot card. And then the Justice card. How can I say this? Be fair. Move forward. Go get your blessing. That sums it up. Let the chips fall where they may, because people are going to get exactly what they deserve. Move forward with control and stability. And go get your blessing. Okay? It doesn't seem like Spirit is saying stick with that. Clarify it even further. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Clarified even further. The Hierophant has shown up twice. Left out in the cold, Temperance. This is the last position. Why this is all happening. Left out in the cold, Temperance. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. King of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. Working hard, looking over things, waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for the fruits of your labor to be had. The King of Cups, emotional stability, giving, open, balance, and somebody being left out in the cold. Someone feeling left out. Okay? Let's clarify this section. What do you have to say about this section? Clarify this section. Clarify these 6 cards. The World has just come out. Wow, the same way we started your reading, we're ending it. The World. The World talks of cycles, and they talk of cycles ending. I feel like saying, if it's buried and dead, let it be buried and dead. Some of you guys, like I said earlier from the beginning, the Lovers has just appeared. For some of you, this is a soulmate connection. The 6 of Cups has appeared twice. This is a soulmate connection for some of you. Okay? 5 of Cups has appeared. Obviously, is clarifying this one. Okay? Let cycles end. Now, the World appeared, but it's not the Wheel of Fortune. So, this is not about the karmic cycle. Okay? And this is not about ending something with your soulmate. Right? But the Tower is about ending something with someone. Listen, the Tower energy does not need any help from you. The Tower energy is going to come anyway. All you have to do is move out the way, watch your head, and duck. Because it's coming down. And duck. Clarify this King of Cups. I'm nosy, y'all. I want to know who the King of Cups is. And because I know that it could be any sign, I want some more information on this King of Cups. I'm nosy. I done told y'all that. King of Cups could be a Virgo or an earth sign. The King of Cups may not actually be a water sign. It could be an earth sign. The King of Cups, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles show up. Well, when I see that, it makes me think of the Lovers. A pair, an even match, a soulmate connection. The King of Pentacles is a man who is good with his finances. He is not reckless. He moves calculated. He can also be like a businessman type or someone, like I said, who is good with his money. Okay? And he moves calculated. He's not just going to move recklessly. And let me tell you, if this person is, this person could be older than you. I keep seeing this because now I have the Emperor. All right? Emperor also represents a fire sign. So for some of you, it's an earth sign. For some of you, it's a water sign. For some of you, it's a fire sign. But this person may very well be very mature or very mature and older than you, or just very mature. All right. However it goes, this person definitely knows how to control themselves. And I love that for you. I love that, because who has time to be dealing with a reckless person? Nobody, especially not in love. Oh my gosh. It's horrible when it's in love. Temperance has come out for the section once again. Temperance, the section is being clarified by the section. Didn't I say my cards are sarcastic? The Eight of Pentacles is also out again. Listen, I'm not bragging, guys, but what I will say is that I get it right the first time. So, yeah, my card's pretty much like, yeah, we heard you. Some of you may actually, like I said before, some of you may actually have kids with this person. For some of you, the person that is not, you know, maybe at their highest vibration in your life could very well be a fire sign. Could very well be a fire sign. And I think I mentioned this before earlier, and I said that. All right. That is enough digging in your business, guys. Okay. Y'all know your business. I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all be knowing. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on. I'm going to pull your 3 spirit message cards. All right. You guys, like I said before, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I want to know what you guys think. Tell me what's going on with you guys. Don't tell me too much, because I don't want nobody to be saying that, oh, I told you that. No. But tell me what's going on. Tell me how these situations have panned out. When you hear something that resonates, be like, yeah, well, this happened, and I did it like this, and now I'm experiencing that. Don't feel like I don't want to know. I do want to know. I do want to know. All right. For some of you, there is maybe an older person in your life that is helping you through this situation and kind of guiding you in a way. I do have the ancestral wisdom card. And for me, it's not always about ancestors that have passed on. It's also about those who are present with us now, okay? Then we have the soul solitude card. It says your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, take a time to reflect, and a time for you. All right, guys? This can also help, like I always tell people, this will also help with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, not feeling abundant, not feeling like you're enough, not feeling like you have enough. Sometimes we just have to center ourselves and look within ourselves. And we have to try and find those things in our lives that already make us feel grateful. And that vibration that you send out into the world will bring other things into your life that will make you even more grateful, right? Energies like to be matched. All right. Energies like to be matched. So when you send a positive energy out into the world, it's going to come and return to you. And if you do it often enough, there will be like the Ace of Cups. It will be a cup. Your cup will overrunneth with this energy flooding back into your life. Last card, Seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in the physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. All right, guys, here, this card, the Seek card, this is part of it. This is part of it. And guys, guess what? When you feel like you're not being loved, I feel like this is what I tell people. I know it sounds boring because we all want to be loved by somebody else, right? But you know what? In order to gain anything, you have to do some work to get it. Anything worth having is worth working for. And in order to really gain that love that you seek, you have to first love yourself the way you want to be loved by others. We teach people how to love us. We teach people how to treat us. Okay? And another thing too, the way people treat you is actually a reflection of them, not a reflection of you. Like, people are going to try you. They're going to try you. They're going to try and comfort you. It's up to you to be like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who left the gate open? How'd you get in here? No, that's not allowed. That's up to you to say. If you don't say that's not allowed, then it's allowed. You know, silence is also a yes in many cases. Okay? It's also compliancy. All right? So if you don't say exactly no, that's a limit. Don't do that, then people will continue to pretty much treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So first thing to getting clear boundaries and getting that abundance within ourselves is to start loving ourselves. Love yourself first, foremost, above all. And the rest will follow. Sounds corny, but it's so true. I've done it in my own life, and I am a living witness that it works. The other day, somebody that I liked at work said to me, were you wearing makeup the other day? You look like you had a glow. Now, you guys know my secret. I've been saying this since I started making these videos. It's about turning on the sun in here. So no cloudy day and nothing in your outside external world can put it out. The sun is on inside of you. It's that inner glow. I was out here shining like Bruce Leroy. Because of you guys, because of my life, because of the things that I have in my life, because of what I'm doing, because I'm walking my true life path. Everyone's asked me, what's up with you? Something's different. What are you doing? And like, oh my gosh, like so many people want to be around me now simply because of that energy that I'm giving off. Everybody wants a piece. It's like having money. Like, this is the true meaning of abundance. It's like being rich, where you can't never really be sure. You know, like, just everybody wants to be around you. This is for everyone. I'm not special, guys. I'm not special. Spirit, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, they love us all equally. And that's the secret. That's the joke. These hierarchies we make ourselves. All right, guys? That's the end of my rant. I love you guys. My mama is a Gemini. I love you guys dearly and deeply. One of the best people that I've ever have known. Okay? You guys are like superheroes in certain cases. And I love you guys genuinely. All right? Have a great rest of your day. And namaste.